This is a quick video for lenders as well as borrowers who want to buy a house, who have $0 student loan payments or lower student loan payments because they're already on a federal program. The reason I want to release this video and make it available is because we keep on getting questions not just from loan officers but also from borrowers on, I'm not making my payment right now, it's showing zero. However, before the pandemic, my payment was zero, or before the pandemic, my payment was only $75. Now my loan officer wants to count 1% or 0.5% or whatever, which is decreasing the amount of house I can buy. What should I be doing? So I want to make this video about how to answer some of the questions so we don't continue spreading misinformation. Please follow our channel if you're a student loan borrower or a loan officer who touches a lot of student loan borrowers, because I guarantee you our content will help not just the borrowers, but help you increase the home affordability of your borrowers. Please subscribe, please like, please comment, leave your questions. We will answer them, okay? So first and foremost, you can get lower payments, or the payments you have through your federal student loan program, counted as actual payments and not use 1% or 0.5%. So I just want to first start out straight out. Your loan officer does not need to use 1% or 0.5% if, in fact, your payment before the pandemic was lower than the 1% or 0.5%. So here's an example. Let's say you have $100,000 of debt, just to make it easy. Your loan officer is counting 1%, that's $1,000. Or if they're counting 0.5, that's $500. Let's say your actual payment was $75. You would want to use $75 and not $1,000 or not $500, right? If you have a $0 payment, you'd want that $0 payment in theory if you qualify, especially for a Fannie Mae loan. If you qualify for FHA, they can't use zero, in which case we can strategize to possibly use a higher proof of income from the last 2 years so that you can get your payment slightly above zero so you can qualify for an FHA at a lower payment. So those are a couple pro tips, but really quickly. So let's say you had a $75 payment. How do you get that $75 payment counted? Well, what we need to do, and what LoanSense often helps clients do, or clients of lenders and loan officers do, is we help you file the required paperwork to kick you back into repayment and actually get a letter from your loan servicer that shows your actual payment is $75. If you close on the house and get through underwriting before the $0 payments end, we can put you back into deferment. Okay, so it's not like you have to get into repayment and stay in repayment. We could put you back into deferment after you close on your house. Okay, so that's those are some pro tips. Okay, additionally, it's really important to understand, okay, what are the rules and what mortgage loan is your loan officer trying to qualify you for? If they're trying to qualify you for FHA and you have a $0 payment even before the pandemic, well, they're going to have to use 0.5%. So we need to think about another proof of income strategy to refile your student loan so that you get at least a $1 to $10 to $20 payment so that they can use that payment in lieu of the 0.5%, especially if your earnings are, moderate, you're moderate income earning American, like $50,000, $60,000. If they count $500 towards your student loans, you're not going to be able to afford much house. So here at LoanSense, we can help you understand and work with your loan officer to understand what we need to be doing with your student loans so that you get your student loan counted for a lower debt to income. We can also explain to the loan officer, if you are an LO, we can help you get the underwriting guidelines and as well as your client's documentation so that they can get through underwriting. If you're the actual borrower, we help you get the documentation and help inform your loan officer so you don't get denied at the last minute after you've gotten your home appraised. You've worked through this process for months and months, paid your earnest money, and then all of a sudden, oh, whoops, you have $0 student loan payment, and they're trying to qualify you for an FHA, and it turns out they can't use the $0 payment, And then it's like, oh, well, you can't really afford this home. We really want to avoid those issues and those stories that we're constantly hearing about, and really work with the loan officer to project. If we file your paperwork, if we could project, and we project within $5 to $10 what your payment will be and what the implication is across all 5 mortgage types, Freddie, Fannie, FHA, VA, and USDA loans, then we can maximize your qualification as well as help the LO, the loan officer, understand what documentations you need to get through underwriting. I hear these stories all the time about, oh, well, every day I'm screenshotting like, oh, well, my loan officer said I can't qualify because of my student loans. What do I do? Or, oh, all kinds of issues. If you need any assistance, whether it's managing their debt to income or managing, your student loans so that we can get you qualified for a home with the lowest possible debt to income, and get support to explain and help your loan officer get the documentation they need to get you through underwriting, along with the guideline evidence that the documentation we're providing you can actually be used. This is 100% how we add value, okay? If you're a student loan borrower loan officer, please hit the thumbs up, the like, leave your questions or comments below. We will answer them. Finally, some people are like, well, I've done a great job managing my student loans. Your information was super helpful, but maybe I don't need your service. So it's great. You filed, you've done everything correctly. We're here if you need us. We give everybody a completely free plan, myloansense.com. Click Get Started. Everyone can get an absolutely free student loan plan. If you're going to buy a house, all the home buying prep comes after you purchase. And of course, you can get a free student loan plan, but just know that our guidance is well beyond what's available visibly on our software for our free service, in terms of you can get a plan for free. So let us know if you need anything. We're here to support. MyLoanSense.com. Thanks.